Hello and welcome to Nirmal, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Dadia. We have with us Mr. Ravi Goyal, Chairman and Managing Director, along with Mr. Saurabh Lal, Chief Financial Officer at AGS Transact Technologies, joining in. Welcome to the show, gentlemen, and a pleasure to speak to you. And congratulations once again on achieving this milestone with regards to getting public, because these are few of the important milestones in the lifetime of any company, any brand. My first question coming to you, Mr. Goyal, is overall, if you could just help us with more details about AGS Transact Technologies. What is the business like, for a layman? Because a lot of times what happens is you're already dealing with the services of a company like yours, but you don't really know which is the company behind all of this.
Right. No. So thank you so much for taking this time. So AGS is there in the payment space. AGS has created one of the largest integrated omni-channel payment platform. We are there in cash payment business. We are there in the digital payment business. On cash payment side, we are very strong on ATM outsourcing business, where we deploy ATMs on behalf of the banks, either on a transaction model or on a fixed monthly model. And one of the important component of this ATM outsourcing is the cash management. So we have our 100% wholly owned subsidiary called Secure Value, which is specialized in cash management and which does approximately 50% of our captive ATMs, whereas the balance 50% is done for other managed service providers. On a digital side, we have created two very strong digital platforms called Ongo and Fastlane. Ongo is our platform for acquiring and issuance, where on acquiring side we acquire the digital payments using point of sale systems, and on the issuance side we have a prepaid card license from the central bank in our fully owned subsidiary called India Transact, and that is where we are issuing the prepaid cards. And then we have a very powerful another platform called Fastlane, which is a fuel mobile app. So in a nutshell, this is what we are all about.
Right. So that's a brief about the company. Let's deep dive into, in terms of the IPO, how much money are we looking to raise? What's the reason, the objective of raising the money, etc.
So this issue is a 680 crore OFS. Although it is an OFS, but 650 crore out of this would be infused into the company. And the idea is to deleverage the company. Today we have a debt of approximately 1100 crore. And after this transaction, we are looking at debt of less than 500 crore, which would be less than debt to equity of 1. Also, it would be less than debt to EBITDA of less than 1.
Right. So post deleveraging as well, in terms of, that becomes the main purpose of raising funds. What is the roadmap of the company looking like in terms of business?
So as I mentioned that, we are in the payment space. Our focus is going to be mainly on growth of digital payment business. So we will continue to focus on deployment of point of sale machines, which we have been doing it for a lot of oil marketing companies. So that acquiring platform would continue. Second, as I mentioned about Ongo issuance side, so we are creating a platform, what we call it as a payment as a convenience rather than payment as a service platform, where we are talking about bringing a fuel mobile app which would control the complete fueling process. So basically from your mobile, you can ensure that your driver or anybody can take the car to the retail outlet, get the petrol filled, and you would be only billed for whatever goes in your tank. So this kind of a closed loop system, we are going to be one of the first one in the country. We have already launched it along with HPCL in Mumbai and Pune, and this is going to be our anchor app going forward. And along with this, we are focusing on issuance of ongoing NCMC card, which is a new platform of NPCI called National Common Mobility Card, which is going to be proprietary for a lot of transit payments. So we are going to issue along with that app an ongoing NCMC card, which would be utilized for transit payments, as well as being a RuPay card. It can be used for any offline or online payments.
Right. So in terms of the business segments, if you're talking of, say, banking automation, payment solutions and cash management, retail automation, fuel retail automation, color automation and transit and toll, what's the revenue share breakup out of these business segments?
So if you see, ma'am, our payment solution segment, as we said, we categorize as a payment solution, constitute approximately 75% of our revenue. If we distribute this payment solution to sub-segments, we have two segments further under payment solution. One is a cash solution segment, another is a digital payment solution segment. So cash solution segment covers our ATM outsourcing business, it covers our cash management business, which constitute approximately 60% of the revenue, and 15% of the revenue come from a digital payment solutions. But as Ravi just covered, that we are building up this Ongo platform, we're building up this Ongo app, and we have a very, very successful types and proprietary software or product that we rolled it for oil marketing company, where we have a contract from all these three oil marketing companies named IOCL, HPCL, BPCL, and we see a huge possibility of that growth because of the contracts and the orders that we have in hand. That business will continue to grow and it will grow with an exponential growth also. So from an overall basis, I think payment solution segments will continue to grow, both cash segment because of the various growth of the branch network, growth of various ATM network, transactions, various new age products like cash currency recycler machines or cash recycler machines are coming from the various banks requirement, and the growth of our Ongo platform, digital platform. So we see a huge opportunity in this payment solution segments. And other segments like, as you rightly said, retail segment and banking automation segments, they continue to grow as the markets continue to grow in the same direction.
Right. And then overall, if you see in terms of the digital payment side of business, how disruptive is that being right now? Because a lot of people, wherever you go, UPI payments, something say like a Google Pay, all of these scan your, a code and get your payments done. That's something which is really picking up well. So if you have to compare the digital business to say ATMs, etc., how fast growing is the digital side?
No, so you're absolutely right. The digital is growing much faster. But what we have seen also is a growth in the cash business. I mean, what we have seen is that pre-demonetization we used to have around 18 lakh crore. And now today, not everything has come back, but today we are talking about almost around 29 lakh crore of cash in circulation. Now, all this cash in circulation is all getting dispensed in the market, either through the bank branches or through an ATM. So from an ATM channels, we are distributing approximately 1.6 times the cash in circulation, which is very, very low compared to countries like Russia and Brazil, where it is more than 6 times. So as the cash in circulation increases, there would be continuous growth on the ATM cash transactions. And this cash in circulation has been growing primarily because we have seen a lot of money coming into the banking channel during demonetization. We have seen a lot of direct benefit transfer, which used to be around 75,000 crore earlier, has now gone to 5 lakh crore. So a lot of money coming into it. At the same time, we have seen the success of Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana account, which has almost reached 43 crore. So all this thing is coming into the banking channel, and obviously the cash in circulation is consistently and continuously increasing.
Right. So taking all of these points into consideration as well, and the debt payment we are looking at, uh, overall, yes, the finance cost burden on the company will go down substantially. Will that actually help us improve our profitability, or is there any other plan where all of that remains the same?
Definitely, as you rightly said, the repayment of almost more than 650 crores through this IPO proceeds, which is coming through an arrangement which has already been very well defined in the offer document also. The escrow arrangement has already been done, so that the moment the IPO becomes successful and issue proceeds becomes available to the selling shareholder, the money will be immediately routed back to the company. And at the moment we make the repayment of this loan, as we already see, the interest cost will definitely come down substantially, which will definitely bring a lot of profit, I would say additional profitability to the company because of this lower interest cost, and bring a lot of future value to all the existing and future shareholders as well.
Right. And overall, I know you can't give forward-looking numbers or anything, but overall, if you see the kind of growth that we've seen in the last 2 to 3 years, is that something we look to maintain over the next couple of years as well, or will it be better?
So if you see our financial numbers, if you see our financial numbers, our 88% of the revenue comes from a service business, which is primarily dominated by our cash payment solution business or a digital payment solution business, or other services like where we do the automation of the product and do the service of that. And we have seen this share has consistently increased over a period of time. So the product mix of the company has been more and more getting into a contract which are long-term in nature, recurring in nature, and those are end-to-end contract where we become the end-to-end partner for various customers that we have. So the kind of contracts that we have, the kind of relationship on which we are building up the future growth, I think we continue to show that growth percentage. And the ATM contracts that we have with the banks or outsourcing contracts, cash minimum contracts, and digital contracts, specifically when we talk about with oil marketing companies, various banks, corporates, we believe that, as you rightly said, forward-looking statement will be tough, but I think we are on the right path of the growth.
Right. And overall, what's the next milestone if you're looking from a 3 to 5 year perspective?
Again, ma'am, this is going to be a forward-looking statement, and you know the best. We have a lot of restriction on.
I know. I understand. Right. So no problem. So overall, I think it looks like a great journey that AGS Transact Tech would be in. My last question coming to you over here is, in terms of market share in this business, where do we stand right now?
So if you see on the outsourcing business part, we are the second largest ATM deployer in the country. In the cash management business also, we are the second largest cash management service provider in the country. And if you see our OEM deployment of the POS machines, we happen to be the largest deployer of the POS machine in the country for the OMC segment. So from that perspective, we see we are one of the amongst top leaders with respect to deployments, and the current market leadership and the current order book that we have, we believe that we have a good markets for the future as well.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you, Mr. Goyal. Thank you, Mr. Lal, so much for joining us on the show. Always a pleasure to speak to you. Good luck once again for the IPO. Take care, stay safe, and speak to you soon again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.